What's up, guys? So today we're going to talk about the Taiping Rebellion. It took place in China, and it was a Chinese Civil War. It wasn't just a little revolt in one region against the ethnic Han, though it sort of kind of turned into that, but it wasn't necessarily that. It was a mostly a certain minority that I forget the name of, but I'll find it again. So here's how it is. It started in December of 1850 to August 1871. So what happens? You got this guy. What was his name? Let me just scroll down. Um, I don't know if that's it. Hold up. Literally, I can't remember his name. It's really long. Yes, Hong. How do you? I don't know. Whatever that is. Okay, so you got this guy, right? And so he always wanted to be like, I don't know, work for the government, right? His family provides a lot for that. Like they go without, put all their money towards that. He goes to the capital, takes the test, fails, he has to become a farmer. Then he goes to become a teacher. He then goes back, takes the test, tries the third time. Oh no, wait, no. Takes the test. While he's there, he finds Christian missionaries in the capital, and they open it up to Christianity. Now he doesn't take it completely serious. He just takes the books and the pamphlets and reads over them. Goes back home, supposedly has a dream, tell him about a bunch of bullcrap, right? He sees some, like, I don't know, Jesus figure, saying it's his brother, seeing God and whatnot as his father, and he sees Confucius burning in hell in this dream. Now, this is just a little bit crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't think over it. He tells it, then he goes back, fails third time, sees Baptist missionaries, and then it strikes him. This might have been Christianity trying to tell him something, and he thinks he's the son of God and the brother of Jesus. And this guy's pretty effing crazy at this point. I don't know. I think if you failed the test, that it was forever and have close to a nervous breakdown is probably what he was probably close to doing. So what he does is he gets the local what the crap were they? Oh, let me look down, guys. Well, he gets the local whatever minority he was part of, and he starts converting them to this bullcrap, right? It wasn't Baptist that got him to do it, by the way. It was evangelicalist. Um, so he starts converting first the people. He was a Hakka. That's it. I don't know about the Hakka people. I mean, I just heard of it due to this. He converts mostly people in his family. They believe in his bullcrap, right? Pure insanity. Okay, pure insanity. He converts them. Now, this at this time, the area he lived in, right? He it was pretty bandit field. Oh no. So they fought them off, did all that stuff. The government went through and wanted to put them down. They fought the government, eventually won a couple victories. I mean, they gotta won some victories for this crap to go on. Okay. He goes on to get a bunch of leaders, right? I mean not a bunch. I mean, bunch of followers. Okay. And they go forth and start a bunch of, stupidest war I've ever heard of that kills a good chunk of China. I'm doing a video, Jaden. Okay. So, like it's saying here, early years, okay, their revolt began in whatever that word is, Guangzhou, I don't know. Okay, there was small scale victory, got 10,000 troops. Not enough, made the Chinese think, oh, we got this. As they're constantly facing rebellions. I mean, all that, but every fight just made them fight harder, like every battle. When it said in the middle years, they kind of took Nanjing, made it their capital of Tianjin, means heavenly capital. Consider the Manchus to be demons, it says. See, that's more insanity than just Manchus. They have burned the Manchu women. Oh man, these are some real heavenly guys. Pretty insane. First you believe this man's the brother of Jesus, then he tells you that the Manchu people are demons. Literally, no one's demons. I feel like the Manchus had nothing to do with anything civilian-wise. It just happened to be they conquered China. You don't see them wanting to burn all Mongolians and calling them demons because they once conquered China. Someone's always been conquering the other people, and they burned their women. Huh. Okay. He then withdrew from active policies of whatever bullcrap. Good for him. Lived in luxury, and had many women in his inner chamber. See, that's another thing. He claimed. Hold up. He claimed equality for women and gender equality, right? And if you broke this crap, you could be killed or something. Yet he himself had a harem, right? And all this. If he's so. Jesus was a very modest person. This guy lives in luxury. I don't think it's really like. Were they. Knowing that they weren't very Christian people before he brought this very retarded version of Christianity, right? To them, they probably believed it, and whatever he thought, well, that must have been real to them. Because if you've been Western peoples, or Middle Eastern peoples, or even some African peoples to the north, you'd all understand different forms of the Abrahamic religions, and realize most of it's based around modesty, okay? Yeah. Pure insanity. Okay. Okay, anyone that see this? I'm reading the screen. Like I just knew the overview of this, so I'm going through this and letting you guys read along with me and listen to my commentary. So a guy questioned him, kills him and his entire family. Killed anybody loyal to this guy Yang. Okay, that's I'm just, oh man. So it appears that once he was out of the actual picture, and there was other crazies that followed him. Appears that they try to get Europeans on their side to force the recognition. I'm sorry, but Europe's not going to get involved in this, and they don't. They recognize probably they like smoking too much opium, you know, because China's known for that opium back then, even the Opium Wars. Okay, they just send military advisors. Okay, it's like, I mean, Europe could do with rebellion in China. You know, Russia's like, let's gain some ground over here in Manchuria. Greater Manchuria is now under Russian control, even to this day. And Siberian regions. Oh, that works out for them. Um, it said it got resistance. Sorry, that's cars. Resistance from traditional rural classes because they didn't want to give up their basic beliefs that they believed for centuries. Um, So it appears there was Western allies for the government. I mean, clearly someone's gonna be like, let's hold back the crazy. Here's what's gonna happen. If this guy would have won, right? You would have ended up with a whole new holy war. You wouldn't just have crusades. I mean, like you had with the Middle East. It would have been that shit all over again. Instead of Christianity versus Islam, okay, you would have got this guy. It's like, oh yeah, my dudes, I am the I don't know, something special. Like you already did. Let's go conquer. He'd probably kill all the people of Eastern Turkestan because, you know, I don't think them Muslim guys up there, even to this day, they ain't converting, they ain't giving up. They're still bombing their way to independence. So if you see that, they're clearly going to give this guy hell. If you go, I don't know. I don't think the Buddhists would have fought. They probably would have exterminated them. Just considering the fact that Buddhists are naturally peaceful. He would have forced his way into Hindu. I mean, there would have been resistance from Buddhist nations. Alright. Japan would have given him hell. There's no way he could have taken Japan. Clearly, Japan would have stepped in and be like, you know what, you're pure insane, because Japan's a badass country at this time. I mean, maybe not at this time, but they're building up to be one hell of a country. Okay, back then. They were really powerful. I mean, they probably had a stronger army than some European nations. It's just them being out of the way. They couldn't really do anything. Okay? So if this guy had won, he probably would have, I mean, he might have met his match in some places like India, or once he starts pressing in the Middle East proper, right, where more Muslim and more traditional religions that aren't necessarily going to give up in the face of him. So like Hindus and Muslims, and it goes north. The Russians would have given him hell. Christian Russians would. Okay, let's see. Fall of his heavenly kingdom. attempt to take Shanghai in August was repulsed by an army of clinging troops supported by European officers under the command of Frederick Townsend Ward, assisted by local strategic support. So it looks like they defeated him, and then they beat him all back, and I don't know. They took his fortresses along the Yangtze River. They finally reorganized the government forces, and 1864 they'd mostly retaken everything. And this crazy kook declared that God would defend Nanjing, but okay, he dies of food poisoning by eating wild vegetables when the city ran low on food supplies. Sick for 20 days, and then he died. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys about something else later. The way I've noticed how I talk. So they took the capital. Good for the government. He was buried, but then they exhumed his body, burnt that thing. Ooh. Blasted out of a cannon. How nice. 4 months before the fall of it, he gave it up to this Hong. Oh, wait. Hong Chuang Guafu. I don't know. His eldest son. Yeah, that reminds me. So in Asia, I mean, not all Asiatic countries, but some places like China, the first name, what it looks like, is usually their actual last name. That's why they go say Hong, and then the second thing's different. Is given a 15-year-old son, thinking what, that God's his grandson? I mean, he's the son, I mean, he's grandson of God. It's incredible insanity. Yeah. Inexperienced, powerless, the nation quickly got destroyed, and most of the princes were executed. Didn't give up even after that. I mean, I don't think they would have. See, if they're willing to give them hell this bad, I mean, like several 100,000 troops, that means that they were led completely by religion. If they had been forced in the army, they would have completely given up, right? Be like, yo, he's dead. I don't know. And wait, escaped in command was split a group. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know who that was. What's wrong? Yeah. Let's look at the death toll. Most of the deaths are plague and famine. More than 100,000 people died in 3 days. Happened roughly the same time as the American Civil War, but it did start earlier. Other rebellions. So it appears while this was going on, they had other fights to deal with. Okay, you know what? They were just crazy. See, it killed so many people. Let's go up here. It should tell us a good amount of guessing of how many people died. But yeah, just a little bit more today, guys. This guy is just insane. The war ended in 30 million dead. Best estimate. Nice. Really nice for him. I hope he knows he killed 30 million people. We'll see you guys next time.